Welcome to Camp Kenan. Today I'm here with Kenan and we are going to be eating Indian food for the first time with gators.
Yes, it's going to be pretty cool. I'm psyched to have you here, man, because I know in addition to loving food, you know, we met each other just on the internet, as one does these days. But what I really love about you is you're a turtle nerd, and I think I'm going to get you pretty excited here today. We're going to have some fun, and I'm hungry. Are you hungry?
I'm starving, man. If you don't know who Kenan is, be prepared to be blown away. Kenan is a successful YouTuber with almost 1 million subscribers, a movie stuntman, video game character, sports television broadcaster, and a former pro BMXer who perfected the insane 360 backflip. But Kenan is also a lover of nature and animals, which is why he founded Camp Kenan. Camp Kenan is a reptile breeding and conservation haven in southern Florida. The sanctuary protects more than 500 exotic and endangered reptiles with a mission focused on educating people about the value of these creatures and the challenges they face in the modern world. You can find more information at Camp Kenan on YouTube or campkenan.com.
So this is my home, and I moved down here in 2004 specifically to raise reptiles outside. I've always loved animals. I've loved reptiles. Godzilla movies, man. That's what got me into dinosaurs, and then dinosaurs led to reptiles. So what we have here, you know this species. This is the sulcata tortoise. It's the largest continental tortoise. There are a couple bigger, and we have them here. We have Galapagos tortoise and Aldabra tortoise here. There's actually 7 of them in here, David. But we've got plenty of little babies I can show you later as well.
This is incredible.
So, yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. So I've been here 20 years now, dude.
20 years here?
20 years here in this property, and it's been a labor of love where I always wanted to live kind of in a zoo. I don't speak Spanish, but we talk about retiring to like Costa Rica. I'm gonna go properly live in the jungle when I'm an old man. And but for now, this is my little paradise, man. I just love it here so much. But more importantly, the animals are doing really well, and I work with different societies to help protect these animals and help reproduce them.
You work with a turtle
Survival Alliance.
Turtle Survival Alliance, and,
right.
and what do they do?
Well, they're a global organization, and they're committed to 0 turtle extinctions in the 21st century.
I gotta show you this. These are radiant tortoises from Madagascar.
That's right, radiated tortoises from Madagascar. They're getting a little of their pellets right now. Wow. And then as you notice, we've got this mango tree here in South Florida. We're able to have some really cool fruits. Here, go ahead and look at this lunatic. I said turtles and tortoises were slow, but not this girl. She's on her way over to say hello. Whenever I
She's
come
so
in,
beautiful.
Isn't she amazing? Whenever I come over, she wants to be a part of whatever I'm doing. So here she's coming to greet you, Dave.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that amazing?
I
and
love
that's
this
the other
animal.
thing. People don't consider reptiles as maybe affectionate animals or animals that would go out of their way for this kind of interaction. But when you keep them...
See how much is away?
Go ahead. But when you keep them in a way that's conducive to their behavior, you get a more well-adapted and psychologically fit animal. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. You can't keep animals in like a sterile environment. I believe they should be kept in a way that is really conducive. And look at just she's looking
She's beautiful.
for little scratches and stuff. So you see how she's standing up? So it's something that you don't normally consider when you think of these animals. You know?
So one thing I didn't mention on the camera, which I've looked at, is the Asian turtle crisis, because they're coming in like literally they're just grabbing them from rivers, stacking them in these cargo containers, and then they get here to America and half of them already died. So this is one of the things that we're trying to share with the world, that do not consume turtles, and if you're gonna buy turtles, never buy from people who have captured from the wild. And if you're ever offered turtle eggs from sea turtles, please say no.
It's an incredibly monumental, a Herculean effort to get a baby turtle to be a reproductive adult. When you see an adult, this is a juvenile Aldabra tortoise. Let's go look at a bigger example of that.
And right here, I got a second. I know what this guy is.
You know what that is?
It's a Chinese box turtle.
That's right. Yeah, good job, mate. And that's really cool you ID'd that one. Yeah. So these guys, I love habitats. Okay.
This guy's gorgeous.
Yeah, that's a beautiful animal. Again, an animal that is in its native environment of southern China and Taiwan under threat. So we keep them here. We reproduce them. We keep them going. There's another one hiding out over there. They make use of all these water features. We've got beautiful water features, just trying to make a natural place. And the cool thing about it is it's great for the turtles, but it looks good for me. Like, I love living in a, you know, a little bit of a paradise, you know?
Guys, so this is the second largest in the world. They come from the Seychelles Islands. So I heard this myth, by the way. I heard that pirates went to Galapagos and then they grabbed a bunch of Galapagos, put it on the ship, and then when they made it back to like Africa, Indian Ocean, they just dropped a bunch in Seychelles. Yeah. I don't know if that's true.
That's not true, though.
I know.
These animals are endemic to the Seychelles.
And FYI, if you haven't seen my turtle farm Albania, definitely check them out on Instagram.
Dude, I love this. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah,
you have no idea.
I'm so happy you're here, man.
But I was born in South Florida. I used to jump in those canals with those gators. Yep. And this is, oh my gosh.
This is Socrates.
Oh my gosh.
Socrates is still a young Galapagos tortoise, but if you look at Darwin over here, this is Darwin.
Oh my gosh.
Here's my girl Darwin.
Oh my gosh.
And she's an adult female Galapagos tortoise. So you were right. What would happen is, back in, you know, early adventuring days, the 1700s, 1800s, Captain Cook days.
Darwin.
Exactly. Yeah, what they would do is they would sail to the Galapagos, which was basically a place where you could get fresh water and fresh meat, because they would load up the ship's holds with these tortoises, and because of their physiology that I mentioned earlier, that they don't require a lot of food, they don't require a lot of water. In fact, this animal here can go a year without drinking, okay? They can go a year without eating if they start off as healthy animals. So they would load up the ship's holds and they'd have fresh meat for months at sea. It was an ingenious tactic on their part. Unfortunately though, because these animals, the larger ones are the reproductive ones, it hit the population decline. But they're amazing animals, and me being an ADD kid, when I am around these animals, I can chill out. They're very soothing, you know?
Yeah, because it's very calming. Just watching them, eating especially. Wow, they're so massive.
Oh, look. You're gonna bite her. They can also be jerks.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so they get jealous. It's really hysterical. They have different personalities. Socrates is a bit of a nut job, as you can see. And then my girl Darwin, she's all right. But if you want to meet the friendliest tortoise, this is my large male. He's not quite full grown. He'll be 600 pounds when full grown.
What?
This is Nostradamus, and he is a large Aldabra tortoise. Watch this.
Yeah, he looks different. The shell is very different.
Rounder, and and if you look at their noses, they're a little bit more narrow than the Galapagos face. But this is my favorite tortoise here, because I raised him up. He was that big.
And they grow fast, Aldabras, from my understanding. They grow like really
fairly
quick.
quickly. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
it's advantageous for them to get to a certain size quick, but once they get to a size that they can't get stepped on anymore, their growth slows down.
Got it.
So it makes sense for a baby that lives amongst giants to get big quick, so you don't become a tortoise pancake, if that makes sense. But yeah, right now, they ate a little while ago, but they think I'm going to give them a treat. So that's what Socrates is doing here. Socrates will take a finger, a shoe, a bit of your green pants there.
Battle him eating something, like who can finish first.
Oh, that's funny.
I think he's going to win. Look at that. Oh my God.
They love cactus.
Oh my Lord. Yeah.
I mean, that's part of their natural environment, right?
Yeah, really.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. The Galapagos and Seychelles are like deserts.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're on the equators. Remember, that's part of I guess the evolution of these animals.
Yeah. Their whole thing is defense. They have that shell, so they're just going to pull right in, and that's it. And that's what makes them, ill-equipped for the 21st century. If a car's coming at you, they just go in. Who's going to win? The car.
This guy's having a problem here.
Oh yeah, no problem. No problem.
Oh, he's fighting.
Oh,
he took it.
Oh, taking it back.
Oh.
They are funny. Man.
Oh.
There they go.
But their jaws, man, they take your finger.
You know, they do have a pretty good bite. You don't want to get. Oh, there you go. You don't want to get bit by one. We'll just draw this one's attention.
I'll do this. This is the little guy, but he's like quick.
Yep.
He's little. He's probably like how old?
Oh, this one here is 19 years old.
Wow.
I love them, man. I think, as far as being a little kid, seeing these animals in zoos, it was always something that I wanted to have, that I just had to figure out a way, and how do I learn about them, and how can I, it's an honor really to care for these animals. It's a privilege. We're gonna go now to Cayman Creek, which is another one of my little, exhibits, if you will. It's kind of fun, man. Like I said, my whole goal has been to build a place that feels like a zoo, but it's mine, it's my own, you know? And I love the tropical foliage we have, but Cayman Creek came about because of my partnership with these guys from Aquascape. They build beautiful water features, and you'll see that these guys are artists when it comes to recreating nature.
If you guys don't know what a caiman is, it's not an alligator, it's not a crocodile. It's actually, for me, it's the more aggressive of them.
An attitude, and that's because generally they're smaller. Generally, there are some large caiman. So we're gonna go in here with Lucifer, that's his name. He is a dwarf caiman, they're from Brazil. They are the smallest of the world's crocodilians. This is really cool. You guys are gonna be stoked on this. Behind me, you're gonna meet someone named Marge.
Oh, snapping turtle.
Marge is a snapping turtle, but not any old snapping turtle. This is the most dog-like snapping turtle you ever meet. Look at this. Now she's looking for food. Why don't you back up? She's gonna bite you.
She's gonna take a big bite.
Look at this.
Oh my gosh. This is a common snapping turtle, right?
That is correct. Actually, it's a common. It's a Florida, of the Florida subspecies. Let's get her in. There she goes. She just wants her food. Have you ever met a turtle that eats right out of the jar? Isn't that cool? Now she's gonna waddle her way back. I hate it when she leaves, but I love to watch her go, Dave. It's horrible. Anyway.
I love you, dude. I love you.
No,
It's
she's
amazing. This is beautiful.
Here is our dwarf caiman, Lucifer. This is what he does midday. He's just kind of hiding out. He's got his nose. His nose is the only thing above water. Louis, as I call him for short, was able to be picked up. Let's see if he's in the mood today. I just want to get up underneath. Oh!
Oh my gosh.
But it was such a, what was so awesome. It was the most gentlest caiman bite I've ever had.
We're leaving the caiman alone.
So that's really cool, actually, because honestly, that could have been so much worse. And it barely hurt. He just was like, yo, dude, back up off me. and listening. And that's how nonverbal communication works. Okay? If something bites you, don't pick them up. This section, which we're going to go into next, we have smooth front caiman. They're a smaller species, but as you'll see, they're a little bit larger than our friend Lucifer. Okay, so this is the smooth front enclosure, and it's actually one water system, but we went ahead and divided it. There's a smooth front right there. He loves that spot. He's just kind of tucked up under that branch. I'm not going to try and pick him up at all because I would for sure lose an appendage. Really, really cool species. Now, what we tried to do was mimic their habitat. They're from Brazil as well. They don't live in large bodies of water. They actually live in little jungle pools. So we tried to replicate that. Just like this, small pools, nothing more than glorified puddles. But what I'm hoping will happen is my mango tree will come back and we'll create canopy. We've got the ficus here. So these animals like more cover. They're a jungle animal, and they're very terrestrial, David, as far as crocodilians. So you could be walking around the jungle or the forest and you'll find them looking for food on land, looking for crustaceans, small insects, mammals, anything they can eat. There's another snapping turtle over here. Not quite as friendly as Marge.
No?
But still a cool snapper. But yeah, this is what I do, man. I just kind of hang out in my backyard, feed animals all day. It's fun.
Wow, what a habitat.
Yeah, I'll get you. Look,
There he is, there he is. There he is.
handsome guy. Come here.
They're right there.
Oh wow! Oh
It's
my
gorgeous.
God.
And these are from India,
Hey,
right?
buddy. These guys are from India, all the way down through Indonesia. Hey, what's up, man? We're gonna feed you later. You're gonna be so excited. You're gonna be so excited, Slinky. You're gonna get to eat. These guys are actually found on the Indian subcontinent. They go through Southeast Asia into Indonesia, all of the islands in that area, Sumatra. They have an incredibly huge range. They're also the second largest lizard on Earth. They are only bested in weight and size by the Komodo dragon. Yeah. This is as close to a Komodo dragon as I'm getting.
But he can climb, correct?
Oh, dude,
Oh yeah, they climb trees.
Slinky, watch, he also, that tail's a whip. Slinky, come here, man. We're not done with you yet. Watch if I put my hand over. Sometimes if I were to walk up, he gives you a little whip with his tail. But he's actually, he's amazing. I love this animal. Come here. Come to me. Come to me. Come to me, my jungle friend. Got him, he was about this big, and he was living in an apartment in Atlanta. And the people couldn't care for him anymore. And I had made a comment on YouTube saying I'd love to have a monitor again. And so they gave him to me. And yeah, he's grown.
Hard to express how big this guy is, right?
Yeah, he's
huge.
He's about.
Dude, he's our
I
height.
think he's over 6 foot.
Yeah.
Dude,
What
I
a
don't know if
beautiful
that's
animal.
But to get a good idea of the size.
Wow.
I'm 5'10".
Wow.
Gosh.
Is that cool?
That's amazing.
He is amazing. I love him. But he's a gentle giant. Watch as he goes in the water also. And he'll come, when we come out to feed him, he's going to be pretty excited.
So now a quick detour. We're going to the kitchen. We're going to have some food, and then we're going to feed him and the crocs. Sorry, gators.
Oh, look, it's my lovely wife is here too.
We're eating Indian food, handmade with love. This is mutton vindaloo.
Oh, that smells so good.
I mean, not like splatter everywhere.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, you know, we're gonna have a lot of work to do cleaning this kitchen. My wife.
It's definitely smelling like an Indian kitchen to me right
Yeah,
now.
definitely. I love it. I love it, dude. I love me some vindaloo. I'm not afraid of vindaloo.
Oh my gosh,
That's amazing.
it's incredible. So vindaloo comes from the state of Goa.
Goa. So each of the foods is gonna, each of the regions of India are gonna have a different food. Oh, there's a kick.
Yeah, they're a little
There
different.
comes a kick.
It comes a kick. This is Goa, and those two are northern. All right, so this is right here is chicken biryani. So it's like tomato, cashew, and then this is dumplings.
Dumplings.
Yeah.
What's in the dumpling?
Usually potatoes. They add a mix of like different things, different seasons, but like what makes this dish is that creamy richness.
This looks like great food to dip your naan in.
Ah, it's the
I love
best.
it, dude. And what presentation?
I try my best.
This is amazing.
You want to try it?
Yeah.
This is. I think this is my favorite.
That's sweet. It's got like a sweet.
It's a cashew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really unique, man. I like that.
Wow.
I've never had this. I love Indian food, but as I've had masala and you know, some vegetable salad,
Butter and chicken,
yeah,
chicken tikka
this is
masala.
typical stuff. This is really neat. It's good to expand my palate here.
It's too good. I just didn't want anything to be too cold, you know?
No worries. Love it.
Oh, bro, this is the best. I personally prefer the butter chicken over the chicken tikka, which is, bro, the same thing. There's a little bit of a difference.
Really?
Little bit of a difference.
Some chicken biryani.
Chicken biryani.
What kind of rice is this with the biryani?
Basmati.
Basmati.
Basmati is their rice. Jasmine rice is Thai rice.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's been a while since I've had Indian food. It's been months.
It's been a long time for me as well.
Yeah. So what are you craving? Everything.
Everything right now. We're pretty hungry from that, you know, little excursion. So you load me up.
So just break off a piece.
All right.
Just one hand, and then you go in and just grab a nice piece of chicken.
With a little good sauce.
Just drown it in that sauce.
I didn't break it off with one hand. I used two, but I am skilled enough, I think, as a higher primate with opposable thumbs, and then just pound it, right? Just
pound it.
All right.
It's always good. I don't think I've had Indian food with my sauce yet.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, would you really need to add hot sauce?
You don't. You don't.
But all right.
You know what? Why not? I'll add a little bit here to the side.
It's an existential question.
And this is my travel size one. This is like what I take on the plane.
It's not super hot.
It's not
not
super
that
hot.
hot?
No, it's not super hot.
I love hot food, but sometimes I pay for that.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's sweet. Yeah, so this is mutton vindaloo. I don't know why some people will say it's goat, some will say lamb, but this is lamb.
Vindaloo generally has been the most spicy thing that I've had in Indian food. So I've not had mutton. It's been a long time. Wow.
It's tasty.
That's really good. It's tender. That's really good, man.
Yeah, from the three,
very happy.
I think the butter chicken's always the best.
The thing about the Indian food that I love so much is it is this kind of dipping in hands, and you know, like it's just you're way more connected to the food.
Yeah.
Which I like, you know, when you're eating it.
Wow. This is where it gets interesting with the biryani.
We're gonna eat this with our hands?
Yeah. Just the hand, start mixing it, breaking up that chicken.
Really?
So you break up that chicken. Yeah, because the chicken comes like almost whole, and you break it up or chunks, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So break it up, and then you can get like a bunch of this butter chicken like gravy.
Really?
Just add it there on the
Add
side.
it, and then
Yeah,
mix
always.
It in, like I'm mixing cement.
It's like a glue, actually. You know?
Actually, it is. Yeah, look at that. Get out of here. And then show it. Man. Just
And then so get your thing. Try to make a little ball. Yeah, you're doing good. And then
I played with my food a lot.
good.
I'm teasing. This is actually really good.
So then you pick it up. Try to keep it on the lower. Some people do the whole hand. They put the ball on their hand The cleanest way really is to put it on these three on the bottom, and then you use the thumb to shuffle it.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
No way.
Oh, it's so tasty. Wow. So many flavors in that rice. It's sort of a dying tradition. Yeah, because I've had a lot of comments about it. And especially if you go to like more fine dining, you're not gonna see people eating with your hands. Most people at home in India, especially if you come from small villages, they do eat with their hands. I mean, you know, utensils and stuff, first off, it's a lot of waste, right? Even the plastic or the paper utensils, we're throwing away that. So eating with your hands is actually better for the environment. But yeah, not everybody. And again, it's the older generation now. Because I've had a lot of younger people like in their 20s tell me something like, why eating with your hands? Telling people eating easy with their hands. I'm like, no, man, this is how they always have. Now it's become more modern.
So not a lot of Westerners are eating like this.
No, almost none, right? If I did this in Europe, they'd be like, what are you doing? It's like, hey guys, I grew up in India. No, I'm joking. Have you ever licked your fingers in public?
Well, I was just going to ask this question. Is it okay to lick your fingers after you've eaten?
I think it is, because everywhere in southern India, I saw people doing this. And they'll finish it. I mean, again, you're not wasting the food, right?
Right.
Because there are a lot of grains of rice there. Whoa, I really feel like it's 2019 again. Davidsbeenhere in India.
We're going to have to go somewhere together. We're going to have to we're going to have to
Do Galapagos.
team up collaboration. I'll handle the wildlife. You keep us fed. Sound like a plan?
Let's do
This
it.
is awesome.
All right, it's time to feed some gators.
Yes, it is. We got some native wildlife trying to eat the crickets that just got delivered here. We have all kinds of interesting deliveries. So I throw out some of the little mealworms for them to eat. That's 2,000 crickets.
2,000.
Yeah.
This is like for terrapins and then for
It's
lizard
actually
snakes.
for my baby monitor lizards. They're eating all that stuff. But when they get bigger, as we'll see, they get bigger fruit. So we got some thighs here. This is Slinky. We met him earlier. But Slinky, I always like to give him an offering. And what's cool is he's extremely food motivated. Right now he's trying to soak up some of the sun, but there's not much sun to be had. Look at this, look at this guy. Look at this guy. We're not gonna waste too much food with Slinky. There it is. Come on. We gotta make him work for his food. Come on, come on. That's a good boy. Oh, he gets one. We'll give him another.
That fast?
That fast, dude. Is he gone? Wow.
Yeah, it's gone.
Let's get him back in. Let's get him back in. Come on. Come on, Slinky. This lizard is the best lizard on earth. Up, up, up. That's a boom. Wow. Is that amazing?
Oh my gosh. Can I touch him?
You
Is
may.
that-
Give
like
him
that?
a touch.
Oh, he didn't like it, he didn't like it, he didn't like it.
I don't want to be touched, but that's Slinky. All right, so that's just a taster. That's I love this lizard. We built this whole thing for him because he's kind of the king of the camp. He's the most famous animal here, I would say. So we're gonna get real crazy.
So this is a 6-foot monitor lizard?
It's about a 6-foot Asian water monitor lizard. Yes.
Second largest lizard on Earth after the Komodo dragon.
David, you guys stand up on here. I'll go ahead and feed them the first ones. And I am going to use the tongs because this is a small piece of meat. So we're just going to feed them with the tongs. So their whole deal, there comes Dale. Their whole deal is they're ambush predators. But I'm going to call them. Come on, Snaggletooth. Come on, boy. They know their names. Come on, Snaggy. Come on. She's coming real fast. All right, Dale's going to get it. Here comes Dale. All right, now here comes this big one. You guys stay there. She is very motivated at the moment. No, you know that's chicken. She knows it's chicken. This can get hairy pretty quick, guys.
That's huge.
That's a big gator. Go back. Nope. Down. Look at this. This over here. Oh, he got the grab. Oh, come on, give me that bat. Give me this. Oh. Good boy. So Snaggletooth and Dale. Ooh. Dale were also given to me by my buddy Fred. There you go. Oh, he gets it. What he wants, he gets.
Oh my gosh, he took that.
He took it. All right, dude. Right down there, right on the side of her face.
Give me crocodile's Indian food. Here we go.
No, gator,
This
gators.
is not
Oh,
tandoori
gator,
chicken.
gator.
There you go. Try and let go. There you go. Perfect.
Beautiful.
Now he's-
Wow.
So these guys, he's called snaggletooth because if you look on the left side of his face,
Oh, the tooth right there.
it's been chomped away, and it bitten away by an alligator snapping turtle that used to live with him when he was a baby. As he grew, he bit the nose off of the turtle, so he got his revenge. But his name henceforth was called snaggletooth. And then Dale used to have a number 3 on her yellow markings that they lose as they reach sexual maturity. So the number 3 was Dale Earnhardt. My friend was a NASCAR fan. But that's it. I mean, these guys have been fed. Wow. This is a bull gator. It's an adult male and an adult female. And he is really a beautiful example of the size and power that these animals can get.
How long have you had him for?
I've had him a year now. My friend passed away in November of 2021. We had to build the enclosure, and then we had a whole video on my channel where we moved these animals. They've got a lot of calories in them. They're very happy. They can go a long time without eating. Again, cold-blooded animals, man, just amazing. But Florida has over 1 million alligators in it. And historically, pre-European, you could just imagine what Florida was like. And
Florida.
This is it, bro.
This is it.
But think about this, man. Think about how many of those animals were that big or bigger. Okay, like that is a good sized male. Now imagine just a few 100,000 of them out there in the wild. What did the Europeans think when they first came to this place to see these animals?
A different planet.
Look at this guy. Oh, he thinks this has, look, he's looking for, he thinks that I was playing with the thing. Look at this guy. He thinks there's food up there. There's no food there, buddy. There are 2 species of alligators on Earth. There's the American alligator, which is what we're looking at here, found in North America, and then the Chinese alligator. And they are true alligators, meaning they have, it has a lot to do with their jaw morphology and where their 4th tooth fits in the top jaw. But generally, the alligator's gonna have a broader snout. So the broad snout is a more crushing surface, okay? They're gonna eat turtles, they're gonna eat smaller items, fish, things like that they can just grab and kind of, they're more of an opportunistic feeder. Crocodiles, there'll be some like slender snouted crocodiles, which are more fish eaters. There are Nile crocodiles, which even though their jaws come to a point and they're a true crocodile, they might have a little bit of a broader head, like the Nile crocodile is going to eat wildebeest and stuff. And then Cayman are actually in the alligator family. They have a broad snout, but they don't have the same type of jaw morphology that makes them true alligators. But the last and strangest member of the crocodilian family is the gharial. They have an extremely pointy, slender snout, and that's designed purely to eat fish. So those are by and large the different types: alligators, Cayman, crocodiles, and the gharial.
Let's go jump in the water.
Let's go, bub. If you're gonna do it right. Now you're good. Look at that.
I've had tortoises my entire life. I just lost one about 2 weeks ago. Huge sulcata, the same as these, monster. And Kenan's so kind, he's gonna give me 2, 1 for each daughter.
Yeah, man. I think, you know, it's only fair. I hate losing an animal, and I currently have a few babies. So I like to pick ones that are moving around, doing their thing. Little guy motoring around right here, you know.
Most active.
Yeah, active and just bright, clear eyes, you know. All these guys are doing well.
Oh, I love this guy has this scoop.
Yeah, he's got a little regular scoot. This guy's got all dialed. So what do you say?
Okay, I'll take him.
All right, man.
All
Congratulations.
Right, so I guess one's Darwin and one's Nostradamus.
It's up to you, buddy.
They're not taking your names.
No worries, man. I'm
No,
sure
you're
you can
too
think of
kind.
some more creative ones. Had a blast today.
Thank you so much, my man.
My pleasure.
Thank
Really
you.
good.
I'm gonna see you soon. We might go somewhere together.
That'd be cool.
Let us know in the comments below what do you think, and
right.
we'll see you next time.